Welcome back to Hollywood Bulletin, where we uncover the untold stories behind Hollywood's biggest legends. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on a name that defined American cinema, John Wayne. But this isn't the myth, the cowboy, or the war hero you think you know. This is the version of John Wayne that lived off-screen. The man his granddaughter, Anita Swift, has finally spoken about after decades of silence. What she reveals about her grandfather has shaken the legacy of one of Hollywood's most celebrated stars. John Wayne, born Marion Robert Morrison in Winterset, Iowa, on May 26, 1907, became the symbol of rugged American masculinity. From a football scholarship at USC to Hollywood superstardom, his rise was the stuff of legends. But behind that commanding voice and iconic slow walk was a man with a complicated private life. The young boy called Duke by firemen, after his dog, became a screen giant with a name selected not by choice, but by studio executives. They named him John Wayne, and he wasn't even in the room when that happened. Wayne's Hollywood journey began with failure. His first major film, The Big Trail, flopped. He was dropped into the world of low-budget westerns for years, churning out nearly 80 forgettable titles. Still, he studied the greats, refined his persona, and waited. Then, in 1939, director John Ford cast him in Stagecoach, and in just 15 seconds of screen time, John Wayne was born in the eyes of the world. From there, he became a symbol of courage, of patriotism, of America itself. But even symbols have cracks, and according to his granddaughter, the truth beneath the surface was far more human and much darker than what the public saw. If you're captivated by this rare inside story, be sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss a moment of history, heartache, and revelation. Anita Swift, now an ambassador for the John Wayne Cancer Foundation, was only a child when her famous grandfather passed away. She remembers him not as a towering screen figure, but as Granddaddy, a man who cherished Christmas, never missed a birthday, and once even pretended to be a Hollywood producer in telegrams to encourage her acting dreams. But in a journal she kept, one that would later surface through the hands of a curious reporter, Anita revealed moments and observations that shattered the clean-cut legacy Hollywood so carefully preserved. She writes of tension within the family, of hushed conversations, and the visible toll fame and public expectation took on John Wayne. She described moments where kindness clashed with control, where the private man didn't always match the public persona. And while her memories included tenderness and generosity, they were also laced with confusion. Her grandfather was complicated. A man who loved deeply but struggled with emotional distance. A man who stood for traditional values but battled with inner contradictions. What Anita witnessed, and what she finally confessed, drew backlash from studios and former co-stars alike. She was called dramatic, delusional, even disloyal. But when her account was matched with verified medical records, personal letters, and testimonies from others in Wayne's inner circle, the picture started to change. This wasn't the flawless cowboy Hollywood had sold for decades. This was a man riddled with conflict, who masked pain with stoicism, who failed in relationships, and who, as his granddaughter noted, was haunted by the wars he never fought in, and the family scars he couldn't heal. Her most controversial claims revolved around his personal regrets, especially surrounding his wives and children. Wayne's marriages were marred by infidelity, alcohol, and emotional distance. His children, especially during his later marriages, often felt like strangers to him. Anita says he once admitted to a close friend, "I was always a better actor than a father." That line never left her. Still, Anita never spoke with bitterness. Her confessions weren't designed to destroy, but to reveal a fuller, more truthful portrait. She often said, "You can't truly honor someone unless you tell the whole story." Her version of John Wayne is not the myth, but the man. Flawed, yes, but also vulnerable, loving in his own guarded way, and at times deeply remorseful. The Hollywood machine tried to stop her story. Publicists pulled favors. Journalists were warned off. But the truth persisted. Because the truth, especially when it's complicated, is often more powerful than legend. And in Anita's hands, John Wayne's legacy has shifted from a polished image to a layered reflection of greatness and imperfection. Today, she continues his mission through the John Wayne Cancer Foundation, fulfilling his dying wish that his name be used to help others. But more than that, she has helped humanize a man trapped in his own mythology. Her bravery in speaking out, despite the pressure to stay quiet, has opened the door for a new generation to see John Wayne not just as a cinematic giant, but as a man who carried both pride and pain. This is the John Wayne you were never meant to see. And thanks to the courage of his granddaughter, that story is finally being told. Thank you for watching Hollywood Bulletin. If this story opened your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss another chapter in the untold history of the stars you thought you knew.